Hello, mommy. This is dedicated to all my epic women, to all my badass moms. In light of the coronavirus, everyone is now going to step into serious drive and just be running around going frantic. With the president's announcement, we got some key things happening. Probably the biggest for us mommies will be schools closing. So while we're trying to organize our work, trying to manage our employees and what needs to get done, and really just be consistent to still deliver to our suppliers, we're going to have to see what we're going to do about our little ones. Now, I just came back from school to pick up my bambino, who's in the background. You'll see him in a moment. And I'm so glad the school's taking precaution, but I could not help just think of all my badass women that are currently at work and don't have the luxury that I have of working from home. And specifically, I couldn't help but think of all my single mommies that are going to have to navigate this time on their own, which is going to be entertaining. Hey, my singing boyki, can you give mommy a moment?
Yes.
Thank you. So really just, I want to tell you, one, you're not alone. Two, you got this. And from all other epic women and badass moms, we only have one criteria. Don't kill anybody. May no one die in your name while you're just trying to keep the peace. This is not the time, mommy, to be putting yourself under some unnecessary standard that no one else has on you. Typically what happens with us, a badass mom and epic woman, we are all good when there's one primary thing that we're pushing and focusing on. Now, as soon as you throw 1,001 things, the wheels start falling off very slowly. And then it just goes wild. And I wanted to just share 3 things that I'm putting in place as we get into this moment that maybe might help you. The first one is create margin, whether you think you need it or not. So most of us, our plates are already full. We've got enough we're doing right now. And immediately they declared that schools are closing. Immediately they declared travel bans. It now added a couple of things in our plates. So what I mean by create margin, I mean whatever can be pushed out and pushed back, do it, right? So typical examples, I had a whole lot of meetings this morning and immediately I just moved all of them because I now had to react to the situation in hand just to create capacity and margin on myself to deal with the most critical. So if there's projects, if there's meetings, if there's stuff, whatever can be moved. Because you're now going to have to start figuring out and making a plan for your kids and all that kind of stuff. Don't add onto the list. It doesn't make sense. You're not Superwoman and you don't need to be. Surely not for us because we know what life is like. So the most important for me, create margin, make space. You would rather be in control with bringing things forward and doing them early than not. So renegotiate deadlines, do whatever you need to do. And the second one is this is the time to get support. So you best to be having a conversation with hubby, with your partner, whoever it is. It's very possible that one of you is going to need to take a couple of days off, and you might guys want to tag team, especially if you don't have support in the home. That's going to help you with the kids and all of that kind of stuff. Have those conversations. If you've got someone that helps you in the home, maybe this is a time you want to just bring them in, let them sleep over, let them help and do whatever it is so that they're available for you. You've got or whatever. This is the time to bring them over. And the third one, which is get your quarantine pack ready. If you go to the shops right now, absolute chaos. Everyone is stocking up on wet wipes, sanitizers, and all of that. My quarantine pack is a little bit more diversified, so I thought I should share with you what I've got going on in my list. Maybe it will give you some ideas, right? Let's see if I can flip this camera and this can work. And I'll post a summary picture on the kinds of stuff that I have on here. So at a high level, this is what my quarantine packs looks like. Let's get in. First and foremost is, of course, stocking up on fruit and all the goodies. The nice thing about this is all vitamin C, so nothing hectic, whatever your family's favorite fruits. And the reason fruits are very much on my list is because with the kiddies at home, the last thing I want to do is just to be serving them junk and sweets and all of that, because their energy level is going to shoot through the roof. They're locked in the house. They're going to be super bored, and it's only going to raise conflict. I'm going to be shouting at them. They're going to be unhappy, and the world's going to be a completely bad place. So for all their snacking needs, I'm going for fruit. The second thing, which was very much defined, can you give me a minute? I'm going to be finished in 2 minutes, my boy.
Mommy, the leg is almost off.
That's perfect.
Because of the
Give me 2 minutes. Probably the most important, and if you go to the shops right now, you'll see a lot of this, is all your vitamins. So my kids normally take their vitamins, which is Viral Guard, but I've added an immune booster because vitamin C is going to get us through. I usually take my vitamins. I've just added an immune booster to also do that. I strongly recommend, if you've got or auntie and whatever with you, get them on an immune booster or a vitamin C as well. It doesn't help that you guys are okay and then they expose you. So it really does help. So anyone that's under your roof, make sure, and they are a critical part in remaining well. Then, of course, I was very surprised when I was at this camp today that I was the only one in the toy section. But I strongly recommend you get stuff to keep the kids busy. In this time, I can tell you, you cannot just keep them in front of the TV because they're not using up their energies, they're not using up their brain, which means no one wants to sleep and frustration gets high. So you and I, Mommy, are going to have to physically be planning things that are going to make them run around and get super, super busy. So I've gotten cheap stuff that we do. Things that you won't see right now here are just coloring books and all that, a lot of that. And then I've got two favorites that seem to work very much because my babies are still young. Bubbles work like a charm. That's very simple. I just get the bubbles going and everyone runs around, and that gives us a good hour of movement. Balloons, I love these. And if the weather agrees, these are water balloons. We do water balloons better because we spend a whole time filling them, which is like a whole activity on its own, and then we spend a whole time them running around and us throwing the balloons at them. So that's really good. Then for you to survive, you need to get your poison of your choice. Me, I believe in my fruits, so grapes is the thing for me. We've gotten ourselves some beverages. So the red is for BB, the white is for me, Paul, and his cousins are my friends. You're gonna have to survive this thing. So get whatever that's gonna keep you calm and keep you together. So yeah, as you can see, I've got my survival pack, my quarantine survival pack. Very, very simple, nothing that we don't usually have. But I want you to start applying yourself. And if you were to ask me what's the 3 most important things on my quarantine pack, firstly, it's immune boosters, especially for the kiddos and myself and including auntie. A second thing is the games for the kids. Oh my golly gosh, you're gonna need a plan. And then of course, grapes. Good luck. If you have any amazing things that are going to keep you sane, epic woman, badass mom, please do share with the rest of us. We're going to need to just support each other through this. So the best of luck, and we trust the Lord that as the country will handle what needs to be done, and that we're going to be all good and safe. As for you, Mommy, you got this, okay? You got this. Cool stuff.